What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new video, and this one is going to be a Daniel's custom catalog number 3, and this one we're going to be doing it on the weekend, or Abel. You guys can call him Abel, it doesn't matter, he's still a goat. Obviously I put the pull up, I put 4 different artists. I'm pretty sure I put Drake, The Weeknd, 21 Savage, and Future, and you guys chose the Weeknd. I was kind of shocked, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of did think in the back of my head you guys were to pick Drake. Hopefully I wanted you guys to pick Future, but it's all good. So obviously, as you guys know, this is the series where I go through an artist whole discography. I pretty much give you guys my favorite album from that artist, my favorite songs, favorite features, and obviously I tell you guys why. Let's go straight into it. We're gonna start off with my favorite albums from The Weeknd's whole discography, and we're gonna go from my favorite all the way to my least favorite. And number 1 is My Dear Melancholy, and My Dear Melancholy is honestly, for me, the best project he's ever released. I don't think I can call it an album. I can definitely call it an EP, but it doesn't matter because that shit was just beautiful. Honestly, like, through his whole discography, I can definitely say My Dear Melancholy is his most cohesive body of work, in my opinion. From just the theme and the aesthetic and the atmosphere that the whole EP sets, from track 1, from Call Out My Name, all the way down to Privilege, is just amazing. My favorite song from that whole project is Wasted Times. Next up, After Hours. Now, After Hours is my second favorite Weeknd project today, and the main reason why I really do like After Hours is, one, the period of time that it came out. As obviously everybody knows that this album came out literally like a few days before the pandemic went global. It was a time to be alive, no pun intended, especially since we're in that time of period. Everybody was locked inside. This album was literally a pandemic album. From like the very vulnerable, dark aesthetic that Weeknd gives us from this album is very, I don't know, I won't say it's bad, but like, it's just very different and very ominous, and I really like that. And this album, I really did grow and really did become way more of a Weeknd fan when I listened to After Hours, because everybody remembers that one album where you kind of became more of a fan of that artist, where you came more, just you appreciated more of their work. And for me, it was After Hours. Escape from LA is my favorite song on that project. There's just so many great songs from that project, but Escape from LA is definitely my favorite one. Now, my third favorite Weeknd project is Starboy, and Starboy is honestly, like, it's very, a lot of his fans, I have heard a lot of his fans, they did say Starboy was kind of him taking a very pop route, or he's changing, I won't say he's changing, but like, he's taking a little different route with his sound, because before he did have the really dark, grinding, I won't say experimental, but that type of R&B, and a lot of his fans really did like him for that. And Starboy was kind of where he grabbed that, added a little bit more mainstream, and kind of sent it out. And I kind of do like that, but at the same time, I can understand the really big Weeknd fans were not really happy with that. But Starboy is an amazing project nonetheless. The Weeknd does not make a bad album, by the way. My favorite song from that is definitely Party Monster. There's also some other hits on that album. Obviously, there's Die For You, there's Feel It Coming, there's Starboy, but yeah, there's a lot of songs on that project also amazing. So yeah, the next album will be Beauty Behind the Madness, and that album is a very weird one to me because it's so good, but then it's like in like it came out in like a weird period of time for his career, because Beauty Behind the Madness was kind of like a Starboy, way more vulnerable. I would say that there was more I would say the production's a bit better on that one. My favorite song is Acquainted. If I had to rate that project as a whole, I'd probably say 7.5, 8, but it's not my most favorite Weeknd project. Dawn FM. Now, Dawn FM is it's an interesting one because it's my least favorite project that The Weeknd has ever released, but at the same time, it is not a bad project. It is actually very good. For me, like I said, for After Hours, the period of time that I listen to the music is kind of really does judge how well the music is, for me at least. Dawn FM, I really don't know why he released it first week of January. Kind of I won't say it did fade away, but past like April, I really did not remember that album much. I only remembered a few here and there of the album because everybody else was just releasing for the rest of the year. I would say the timing of the album being released is one of the main reasons why I don't really like it. The second one is also, he kind of went on a very, I won't say different sound. He just added a bit more of a 90s vibe onto it, and it's not that I don't like it, it's just that I know that Abel is able to give me something way better than that. Dawn FM was still a good project, but if you had to take a step back and look at his whole discography with Dawn FM there, I wouldn't put it that high. The next one we're gonna be talking about the features, and obviously The Weeknd has so many fucking great features. Like, this guy has a lot of great features, and number one, you guys could obviously tell, this biggest one, I think in my opinion, is Crew Love with Drake, and that is one of the biggest highlights on Take Care, by the way. There's also My Not, the one he had with Belly, that's also a personal favorite. Obviously Low Life, honestly that's a Weeknd song. I'm sorry feature, that's a Weeknd song. There's Hurricane, there's FML, there's Wake Up, Bedtime Stories, Price on My Head, Some Way. This guy has many features, and I didn't even touch the pop ones. I'm only touching the kind of the hip hop and R&B ones. So yeah, The Weeknd is a great feature artist. He's just a great artist in general. He's currently sitting at like 106 million monthly listeners on Spotify, which is fucking bananas. But yeah, Abel, The Weeknd, keep doing what you're doing, bro. I love the discography. If I had to rate his whole discography out of 10, probably give it an 8. I'll probably give it an 8.5. Yeah, I'll say there was a lot of high marks. I won't say there's too many low marks. Great project, Weeknd, Abel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I want to know what your favorite projects are from The Weeknd. What are your favorite songs, features, whatever it is, and obviously who's gonna be the next artist that I'm gonna do this on. You guys can put down below which artist you guys want. No further ado, be Daniel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.